What is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another Nintendo Direct video. Alright, so I don't want to be one of those channels that chases down every Nintendo Direct rumor with very little, very little success. I don't want to be one of those channels, but this right here piqued my interest, and it comes from a somewhat credible source that's given us leaks before, and so I was like, well, I kind of have to cover that one. So if you want to continue getting videos like this from me, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that good stuff that YouTube requires you to do to continue getting videos from me, as well as follow me at twitter.com/rsmario128. Like the video tweet, share the video tweet, and I will shout you out at the end of the video. Alright, so now I kind of did my predictions, or at least most of my predictions, for what we could see at a Nintendo Direct in my last video. You can check that out. You know, as well as the Pokemon video that the last Pokemon video I did. You can check that one out as well if you wanted to. But yeah, this is gonna be kind of a short video. So there was a Twitter leaker that has leaked some Switch games before. So he leaked Sonic Superstars, as well as he leaked Everybody 1-2 Switch, which is the sequel to 1-2 Switch. So he leaked both of these games successfully. So he does have a little bit of credibility. I can't talk today. So of course, even though of course going into this, take it with a grain of salt because it could be fake. But we have Pyoro. We have Pyoro here, and he says, in case you're wondering what games will be announced at this week's Nintendo Direct, which a lot of people are predicting to be Wednesday. A lot of people are saying it's going to be on the 21st, which is this Wednesday, which means we'll probably, if it's true, get an announcement tomorrow morning. But he says it's going to be a new 2D Super Mario Brothers, which I can kind of see them doing that, because if you really think about it, you know what I'm saying, like a new 2D Mario would kind of work at this stage of the Switch's life. I mean, because I don't think they want to drop like Odyssey 2 this late in the game for the Switch, especially if they really are planning on doing something, you know, and announcing a new console at the big September event coming up, the big September live event. So they wouldn't want to drop Odyssey 2 on this console when that could probably be a guaranteed system seller for the next console that they have pretty much confirmed that they're a little bit worried about. So I could definitely see a new 2D Mario being on this current, like this kind of being the swan song for the Switch. You know what I'm saying? Now the other one is a very interesting rumor that keeps popping up persistently, and it's got to be a pattern. And he says it's a remake of an SNES classic. Now, he doesn't go into any details about what this could be. There are tons of Super Nintendo classics out there, but there's only one remake that people are really talking about when it comes to Nintendo. And that is a Fire Emblem remake. Now, we have not had a Fire Emblem remake since, I want to say, Echoes of Valentia, which was back on the 3DS. So the Switch has not had a Fire Emblem remake yet. So that's pretty huge. Now, I said in my last video, as well as in my other Fire Emblem video from last year, that there were 3 Fire Emblem projects that were being held up by COVID. One of them was a spin-off, which turned out to be Fire Emblem Heroes, or 3 Hopes. The other one was a new game, which turned out to be Echoes, and then the last one that they said was supposed to be a remake of 2 Fire Emblem games in one, which basically means that the games were direct sequels of each other. So I said it was probably going to be a Tellius game. Some people were saying that it was a GBA game, because all these games are direct sequels. Like the Tellius games are direct sequels of each other, you know. But seeing as though he says this is an SNES remake, more than likely that means that it's going to be Fire Emblem 4 and 5, which, while I would like a Tellius remake, this would be pretty cool too. I talked more about that in that last video, but of course this could actually work if it is going to be the 2 games in one, because technically the story, the sequel to, or the midquel to Genealogy of the Holy War, which is Fire Emblem 4, is Thracia 776, which is Fire Emblem 5. But technically, you know, chronologically, like in the game, that game takes place in between the 2 generations of Genealogy of the Holy War. So that's why I said it's more of a midquel than a sequel. You know what I'm saying? So technically, they could smash these 2 together. You know what I'm saying? Or, I mean, this being modern Nintendo, they could definitely sell the second as like a DLC. Like, oh, you get the Thracia DLC pack, which, I mean, I can see them doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because one, that would give them time to develop this pretty much big chunk of this game, as well as give them another opportunity to make money off of the game. So, tell me what you think. This is a pretty quick one, because I'm not going to run down every rumor I run across, because there's a lot of fake ones. But like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real.